Good afternoon and welcome, Chantel.
Good afternoon. Hello there.
Hello. Now, how are you doing? How are you enjoying the tour, first of all?
It's going fantastically. It's going really, really well. The crowds have been amazing, and we've seen some really cool places.
Yes. I guess, this is one of the things that we always ask musicians about touring. But we know that appearing live is obviously a huge buzz. How do you get on with all the travelling?
Exhausting. I think that's the only way to describe it. It's absolutely exhausting.
Yeah.
This last weekend we've just done 1,000 miles in 4 days.
Good gracious me.
Well, just over 1,000.
Yeah.
And it is tiring, you know. I mean, it's fantastic is the performing and the seeing the places, but sitting in a van for 5 hours in a row is just
yes.
grim.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course, and on the tour, of course. Does this eat into sort of like I don't know, practice time and all this sort of thing, or do you get time for songwriting while you're in the van?
Not really, no, because you're sort of navigating in the van.
Yeah.
I'm sort of sat-nav lady at this time. I sit in the front reading the sat-nav and the map going, we need to come off because there's a diversion.
Yeah.
So, like, time for songwriting and stuff like that, I tend to do it when I'm at home and I know I've got a few days where I can just sort of lose myself in it a bit.
Yes, yeah. And what about practicing? Because I presume now you see you have to be careful here when you're asking people about practicing. I spoke to Ginger Baker and he said he hadn't practiced since 1959. so
that sounds about right. Yeah, I don't get time to practice at all.
Yeah. So it's all about perfecting the performance during the performance, I guess. Then.
Pretty much, yeah. I think the thing is when you're playing so often that it kind of tops you up with your practice anyway.
Yeah.
So when you're playing pretty much every night, you're practicing in a sense anyway.
Yes.
But no, I don't think I've practiced since I were about 15.
So, it helps, I guess, if you've got good musicians around you, and you have got that, haven't you?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I've got sort of a new incarnation of my band this last 6 months, and it's just wonderful now. It's spectacular. It's really good.
Yeah. And I suppose as well when you're doing all the travelling and in between gigs, it helps if you've all got to sort of you all get on well, obviously.
Oh, absolutely, you've got to get on. If there's any bad feeling, it's just like it's hell.
Yes.
You've got to enjoy being on the road with the people you're with.
Yeah. Excellent. Now then, as I say, you're coming down to the Arctics. Later on in this month, 30th of March. Have you played in this neck of the woods before, Chantel?
I've played Bilston.
Yeah. Right. You played it at Robin too, yeah. Then.
Yeah, it's a fantastic venue.
Yes.
I played there, and I think I've got another gig coming up there sometime this year as well.
Excellent.
And I've played Wolverhampton. Is that near there?
Yes. Yeah. That's just.
I'm terrible at geography.
That'll do. That's near enough. That's near enough.
Yeah.
We're talking about the blues, and we're talking about a style of music that never goes out of fashion. It's one of those styles of music that was it a style of music that you were brought up with, Chantel?
Yeah, I've always sort of like classed my music as it's not one thing. It's not blues. It's not rock. It's not prog. It's just Chantel music, really. Yeah. I think. Because I sort of mix everything up. I'll put a blues song, but then put a prog ending on it and just totally freak everybody out. It's great fun. But I was sort of brought up on Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and Free and things like that.
Yes.
Fleetwood Mac as well. They were a big influence.
Yeah, because of course on your first album, Like No Other, there's an absolutely stomping version of Rhiannon as well, isn't it? It's really, really good. So so you draw your influences from these people, do you?
Yeah, I was brought up with that stuff because Mum and Dad used to listen to it in the car and stuff. So, it were always on around me. And I guess as I grew up, I sort of took influence from it and thought, I like this. I want to do something with it,
Yeah. Yeah. So where do you want? Because obviously, you've had a huge amount of success. And you've received awards and accolades, and critically, the album did very well, didn't it? We ought to say the album was called Like No Other. First of all, is there another album in the offing shortly?
There is, yeah. I'm writing that at the moment, so
right.
Hopefully it should be in the studio with it sometime this year and then released. soon as possible.
Excellent, excellent. That's good to know. Do you enjoy the sort of recording process as well as the
I
live
love that
stuff?
bit.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I completely love being in the studio. It's a totally different thing to the live work. The live thing, your adrenaline's going, and if you get it wrong, you're thinking, oh God, I've got to get out of getting it wrong. And
yeah,
whereas the studio, it's a different kind of energy that you use because you're just like so focused on getting it right.
yeah.
And if you go wrong, you can do it again, but it's nice to get it right quickly.
Well, yes, yeah, absolutely. Now, I mean, so you've got a new album in the offing. How long does the tour go on this year, then, Chantel?
It's never ending. I think I'm still doing a tour from 2 years ago.
Right.
It feels like it anyway.
Yeah. And I guess that's one of the things you were talking about, not needing to practice. If you're gigging every other night, I suppose it does make the band fairly tight and makes it a good sound, does it?
Yeah, it really does. I mean, we've just had we had about 2 months of no gigs because I went on holiday for Christmas and we sort of did different things and stuff in January.
Yeah.
And we came back. We had like one rehearsal day. And it was just like we'd never been apart. It was fantastic. We were all amazed that we could still remember what a guitar was and stuff. And
yeah.
You just get back into it straight away and go, oh yeah, I remember how to play this.
Yeah. So what's your plans for the future, or is it just about sort of enjoying the moment and seeing what comes?
I mean, as a sort of business plan thing, I think the thing is to do this tour, do the album, then tour the next album. Which should be really good fun. But,
yeah.
There's always surprise things that happen when you're doing these sort of things. And, especially in this industry, lovely, wonderful things happen and you go, oh, wow, that's taken me on a different road. But
yeah.
Fantastic, great.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I guess that was that.
Excellent. Well, long may you continue to do that. As I say, we look forward to seeing you at the Arctics on the 30th of March, and we shall make sure that we shall encourage everybody to get down there, to come down and experience the band live, because it's very much a sort of live experience. Your music, isn't it? It's a wonderful live experience.
Yeah, you've got to see it to kind of get the full gist of it.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you for taking a few minutes out of a busy day to speak to us. We wish you every success with the tour. Look forward to the new album, and as I say, we'll be there on the 30th. So we look forward to seeing you then. Chantel, that was fantastic.